Ebro in the morning, Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, and some other Jewish guys named the Rosenthals. It's the Real is on the program. We have really gone over our Jewish quota on this episode here of Ebro in the morning.
Man.
It is
A lot of Jews in here.
Before we begin, can we say that we brought some presents for you guys?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, okay.
What are they?
Nice.
What
Let's
did
see
you
where this
bring?
is.
This is for Laura Stiles.
Oh, okay.
wow.
That's
How
nice.
dare you?
Peter,
How
that's
dare
for
you?
you.
Oh,
How dare
also
you?
for me.
And Ebro.
How dare you?
What did you do for Ebro?
Ebro, you have one of these.
Black bottles.
Yeah. Yo, how about this?
gave him
First
a
of all,
mini.
fuck Rick Ross.
No.
No, shouts to Rick Ross.
Shouts
Shouts to Tracy
He
T.
still owes
Shouts
me
to Young
money.
Sav,
Shouts
Nope.
to Wale.
Have they given you money?
Guys, we just want to say shout out to Maybach Music. We want to say shout out
Have
to
they
the whole
given
team.
you money?
The whole team, everybody, Gucci Poochie, all of it.
Gunplay.
I love
Teacher
all of
Moses,
them.
Teacher Moses.
Shout
But
out
they
to
haven't
everybody.
given me money, and someone's
No, they
making
just want-
money.
We don't want to announce anything, but you know, it's,
We just want to say that rather you than me in stores March 17th, 2017.
Mastermind already in stores.
And black bottles in refrigerators right now.
yeah.
Wow. There's a deal in the works as
Wait a
we
minute.
speak.
And then, how do you bring us gifts that were free to you? That's so Jewish of you.
Really is.
And how do you re-gift gifts?
Very easily.
This is. By the way, did you
Big
know
boy.
1898?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know
It's a good year.
that the Black Bottle Boys started that early.
Really, rosé.
Now, It's the Real. You guys are promoting a concert
Yeah.
this Thursday.
It's
It's a
true.
movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah, we
I'm
are
confused.
headlining SOBs. Like, these two idiots are performing on the same stage as Kanye and 2 Chainz and John Legend
Big
and Cameron.
Sean and Chris Brown.
Yeah,
and
they're
Wow.
all going to be there.
And a slew of unknown artists who have been on Who's Next. as
That's
well.
right. By the way, Peter, happy 10th anniversary of the Saigon show at SOBs.
Is that this year?
What
Yeah,
a
it's this
random
year.
fact.
2017.
Tell
Yeah.
the people the story of the Saigon show.
Well, that was my first event at SOBs I ever did,
Okay.
and I planned it, and it was my birthday.
Yep.
So essentially it's the origins of Peter Palooza,
Talk about it.
and I did not realize at the time that Prodigy and Saigon had an unsettled beef, and it led to Saigon knocking out or punching Prodigy in the face. Prodigy did recover and finish his show, but he punched Prodigy in the face, and then he ran out of the building and hopped on someone's back. It was a fucking disaster.
Happy
It was-
birthday.
Yeah, it was a disaster. It
I
was a
think
welcome
I
to New
recall
York.
my response being utter joy and laughter at the time.
Yeah, except that it ended up leading to some bad things.
Right.
Well, because Saigon had a record that was
That's
going at
right.
the time, and you had, as a
And I
program
had to yank
director, were
his
like,
record.
you yanked the
yo,
record.
fam, you punching people at our event with the
can't-
logo was happy.
Yeah, you can't disrespect the
But I
event.
thought it was funny. Shout out to Saigon. That's my bro.
No, he's a very talented guy. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was,
what a night.
That was another interesting night at SOBs. This one's on Thursday,
This
though.
one's on Thursday, February 23rd. We are headlining. Just Blaze is DJing. Combat Jack is hosting. We got a lot of special guests coming through.
People are getting punched. You know, it's going to be a regular SOBs night.
And the goal right now is to sell it out. We are so close to selling out.
Well, I'm about to say, you really should be close, because you're on a promo tour like I've never seen before.
We've been promoting this for 2 months, guys.
How close are we? So we're very close.
Pre-sale it went on sale 2 months ago, and thank God this is coming up.
It's all right,
because-
good.
Well, can you tease some of the special guests or no?
Well, see, SOBs called us. This is actually true. SOBs called us, and they were like, who are the special guests? Because people want to know.
Right.
And then we were like, but the point is for it to be surprises and special
Special.
guests.
Okay.
Well, they just want to make sure that they're just not only getting y'all and you're not lying about it. That's really what
Our
people
brother
are asking.
Dan is going to be there.
See,
Yeah,
that's what
special
people are
guest.
like, nah, your mom.
Special
no.
guest, Brother Dan.
Shinsuke.
Your
all
first
that.
grade teacher. No, nobody cares.
Mrs. Johnson's going to be there?
Wait, question.
Yeah.
So
Is it a serious
this
cancer?
is serious as cancer. Do people understand, do you think, let's say I'm not a podcast listener.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people
Are
listen
you?
to podcasts.
Right.
No, Ebro's not.
No.
Say you're not.
But
You're
I'm
not.
And I know you guys obviously because I think you're great guys and you're funny and you write and you've worked with a lot of people and you make up funny skits and parody songs, et cetera,
Keep going.
et cetera. But what if people are like, what are you guys going to do? Maybe that's why the tickets aren't selling because they don't know what they're getting. Like,
First
are
of
they
all,
getting the podcast
Tickets
live?
are selling, but
Oh.
we want to sell it out.
Got it.
But if people don't know, we've been around for almost a decade, almost as long as Peter's been going to SOBs. And we are hip hop sketch comedians.
Ruining SOBs for 10 years straight.
We started doing sketches back in 2007 that, spoke on what was going on in hip hop. And then we transitioned into doing interviews. And then we transitioned into doing podcasts. And then we transitioned into doing music. And this is a celebration of all of that. So we're going to be doing interviews on stage.
Wow.
We're going to be doing new songs, old songs, telling stories that people like on our podcast on stage. It's going to be a celebration of 10 years of It's The Real. So if you like just part of It's The Real, you'll enjoy that on stage.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So some rap, some stories, some special guests.
All of that. Yeah. We have, we can't tell the surprises right now, but.
Here's the question I have for you guys, honestly. This is taking real life friendship to the air.
Here we go.
Because you guys are real life friends. I know you guys. You are friendly and friends with everyone. I would say I dislike 70% of the people you know. Do I want to go to this show, or am I going to be just in the back avoiding people that I hate?
Peter Rosenberg is a special guest at our show tonight.
Because I'm planning on attending the show.
Yeah,
But then, like, I watched your interview on the Breakfast Club, and I'm like, do I really want to go to this
still
show?
on this Breakfast Club thing?
No, I don't. Do I want to hang out with him? No. So, like, I mean,
They don't want to hang out with you.
well, actually, I saw Envy the other day. I have no problems with Envy
Envy's
whatsoever.
great. Angela Yee doesn't speak to you.
No,
She-
we spoke last time.
Oh, she did.
Really?
I mean, it took some.
And you and Charlamagne have like an email relationship where he thought you were being like, what did he tell me? He told me you were being
Entitled.
entitled and white privileged in
And
an
I-
email
by the
you
way,
sent to
I
him, and that's
don't-
why he's not cool with you no more.
I don't know what that meant. When you told me that. But yeah, what percentage of people will I dislike? You think at the show? Not high, right?
100? 100%?
Well, it's true. It is an industry event.
And
No,
it's
but there'll be
also
so many
Peter
people I
Rosenberg.
like.
Honestly, I think it's going to be a very warm room. I think there's going to be a lot of people there to network. I think there's going to be a lot of people there who want to say hi to people like you and say, hey, this is what I do. And I think
There'll be a lot of great people
What are your
there.
names again? Jeff and Eric.
correct.
Yes.
Yes. How did Rosenberg end up making your event about how he feels and about him? Did you guys see that?
Well, it's important, Ebro.
Can you guys help me unpack this for the program? Because
Well,
we
it's-
deal with this a lot. Like, we dealt with it today. Went to the Celebrity All-Star Game, and we gave him props all morning.
Right.
And then throughout the day, he continued to talk about the accomplishments of someone he knows by the name of Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, at
Right.
which he then turned
My
his
friend-
accomplishments into the fact that it's his friend.
His friend, yeah.
And that you don't have friends
Actually,
like
I
him.
might get a shirt made that says "My Friends in Star Wars." Hashtag My Friends in Star Wars. Yeah, that's that. I was very proud of that.
And Lion
This
King
isn't
now.
about you right now. This is about them helping me
All right,
unpack
I'm gonna send an email.
how
Go
you
ahead,
turn
unpack.
things and make it about yourself.
They've
No,
seen
but
this
really,
before.
like, anything that sells tickets to this show, if Peter wants to make it all about him, absolutely, I'm down with it.
You know what? I'm gonna make a major announcement Thursday night at SOBs. Don't miss it. It's gonna be like Khaled's press conference in LA a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna make an announcement to be hosted by Chance the Rapper. You gotta be there.
First time we ever met Peter, so we had this email relationship with him when we still lived just north of New York City up in Westchester. And we had just started doing sketches, and they were pretty popular, and people liked them. We were getting a good reaction, and we emailed them to Peter to be like, hey, just want to get your thoughts on this, say hi, and we're in this space too. And Peter was like, these are cool. Here's a list of suggestions that I have for you guys.
Didn't
on-
take them. I
on-
didn't take the suggestions.
On why
That's
you can
why
make them better.
Charlamagne got mad.
Wait.
That's
So
the
you
entitlement.
guys didn't like his constructive criticism.
I don't think it was constructive criticism. I think it was like, you guys need to be
Orders.
more like me.
Not true. I remember my criticism. It was very strong.
Which was what?
It was like, hey, these are good ideas. I love the setup of them, but I think you need to work on the execution.
Can you talk about Duke, right?
But did I know what that execution would be? No, that was going beyond my scope. I was just like, make this something I would like more. But that was before we actually knew each other in real life.
That's
But-
true.
But you have to respect my honesty. I was
Oh, for
very,
sure.
I was very
Feedback
blunt.
is welcomed, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a question for you guys. You
Sure.
guys are super nice. Everybody, as Rosenberg pointed out, everybody loves you guys. I've been critical. We've even talked about appropriation and hip hop and black culture, and you on stage with your hats. We've had that combo on this program before, and I love you guys, and I think you're very nice guys. And you guys are fans of hip hop. What pisses you guys off, or who has pissed you off to the point where you're like, we don't fuck with them anymore?
YelaWolf pissed us off.
Why is that?
Because we pissed him off.
And how'd you piss him off?
Well, we were working for MTV and doing these like absurdist interviews. And now we've interviewed everyone from Stevie Wonder to
Vinny from Jersey Shore. So
Right.
just like, everybody.
but at a certain point, like a lot of record labels started reaching out to us and artists and publicity people, and they understood what the whole conceit of it was. They knew it was going to be a roast. They knew once you get in there, it's a lot of fun. And the point is to be artist friendly and sell records. And we were fine with that. But we're going to like have a little ribbing. So YelaWolf comes in and he came here following your guys' interview, and I don't know what you guys did or what kind of mood he was in.
Oh,
No, that was a long time ago, right?
This is a long time ago.
Oh.
It wasn't that one like 2 years ago. I think it was many years ago.
Oh, it wasn't
Yeah.
the one where I was like, you with this whole Dixieland Confederate flag.
Yeah, it was before
shit,
that.
and
This
he
is
was
the
trying
first
to
run.
This is
like-
the first album.
So no, we had good interviews with him only. Though.
So yeah, okay.
But he came in a bad mood, and I mean,
Which is easy for YelaWolf. Let's keep it 100.
sure.
And so my first question was, because we can't take a hint, and so we don't change our questions on the fly. So my question was, everybody knows that all white rappers are the same. Do you ever look in the mirror and see Eminem?
Yeah.
So he didn't like that.
Yeah, it was at that point that he threatened to punch us in the face and walked out of the interview.
He
And
goes, you can't out hustle a hustler. And we were like, well, facts. Like, why would you even try to?
You didn't say facts back then. Facts wasn't happening 5 years
You
ago.
said dead ass, though.
Yeah,
Like that ass.
and it's better that we did not continue, because at that point I would have asked him. I said, last year you signed to Eminem's Shady Records. Did you ever seriously consider signing to Bad Boy, since you had the same haircut as Cassie? And that
Sheesh.
for sure would have gotten us punched in the face.
Yeah.
Yes, but you didn't even get to that question.
No,
No.
we did not. No.
No.
So YelaWolf didn't like us. We've talked about how Donald Glover came here and had a big problem with us based off a tweet. We've had different DJs have problems with us. There was,
Right, the one that threw a glass in your face. But
Yeah.
Who threw a glass at you?
well, we don't want to talk about names right
Okay,
now.
'cause
But that
that
Well,
happened.
you just talked about names.
That
Yeah, but
yeah,
YelaWolf,
but
there's
not
not
this
a-
one. This one,
no, we agreed like years ago that we wouldn't make it into a thing with this guy. So
Yeah.
we were just like, fuck it.
With
But-
him, with the guy,
Yeah.
or
yeah,
okay,
with the guy.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it happened at a CMJ event. That was one of those moments when it was just
Is
like,
it anybody that works here at Hot 97?
no, it is not. No,
Do they
And-
work in
not.
this city at a radio station?
No,
Not
and,
at a
and the
radio
person
station.
doesn't even DJ anymore. He's more of an entrepreneur.
Oh, well, let's crush this dude.
But they had an agreement, Ebro.
Yes.
Bu-
Yeah.
Business ethics.
Yeah,
They're
and
gonna
you don't
stick
want to
with it.
relight that fire, you know.
Well, and the reason I ask this question is because you guys are so nice, right?
Mhm.
And you're clearly doing comedy based on the tone. I was wondering if you guys really had problems before, but I guess it's true because people don't get satire. They don't understand it. They don't even understand comedy. They don't understand, or they're just hypersensitive, right?
From artists,
artists or just
Honestly, like,
industry folks.
a lot of the artists and industry folks have like understood what it is, and for the longest time want to be a part of it. You know, that's why people like Bun B or Freeway or Mano or Little John or Currency or Smoke DZA and on and on and on. All these people get on records with us, and all these people show up at our shows, and all these people do our podcast because they understand what we're trying to,
Yeah,
you know, push
inject
across.
fun.
Some
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun is good, and there are a lot of people in history who have not gotten it. But I think as time's gone on, it's gotten better.
Totally.
What are your challenges today? Now that you've covered all of podcasting and interviews, you've done television, you've written commercials. You guys,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's public information. Maybe didn't you guys work on like a Pepsi commercial
We
for
did
the
work
on a
Grammys or
Pepsi
something?
commercial.
You
Yeah.
wrote the one.
We were, it was us and a bunch of other people, like, but we wrote the raps and then they were like summarily rejected by Pepsi. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but there were a lot of different like, you know, cooks in the kitchen for that.
But
Yeah.
nonetheless, you got to
Yeah.
work on a Pepsi project.
Sure, we did.
Right?
Yeah.
And you've done albums, the people you've talked. What's the challenge today for you guys to continue this?
I think, well, one of our challenges is sticking to things. We're the type of people who are like those artists who like paint with sand and then like blow it all away because it's about the process. Like we're trying to stick with something and keep it going and let it be popular. We don't just want to have it like, you know,
cool.
be cool for a second and then have someone else jump on it and us move into some other new.
Right, because when we were doing sketches, like those were about to like really tip over the edge and actually like become like a real thing. But then it was just like, well, let's just do something else.
Yeah, why did you do that? That's a good point, actually, because you probably did it just enough to get to the point for it to get started.
Right.
You had like an intro song that like you started finding I started to remember,
Yeah.
which I forgot about until recently because it's been so goddamn long since you did one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, the intro to It's the Real videos.
Yeah.
It was actually that intro was probably branded wise the thing that triggered in my brain more than anything else.
Sure.
But you stopped. So
Yeah.
yeah, what is that? What is the logic
We're
behind it?
terrible at business.
Okay, that's right. And people find that surprising when you're Jewish. I've been through that experience before.
Oh,
Yeah.
our
People-
relatives find it surprising.
Yeah, they'll be
sure.
like, "Oh, why you must be so good at this." They're like, "No, not
No.
really."
No.
So do you have some regrets that you guys jumped off of the videos when you did?
I don't regret it only because it was just so like unmanageable there wasn't a way to make money off of sketches back then. There just wasn't. Like we didn't have YouTube partnerships. We didn't have we had a core base and we weren't able to make money off of
We
that.
have never monetized anything in 10 years. Like this show at SOBs is the first thing that we're asking fans to actually take part in and like put
And
some
y'all
money
not
up
even
for.
buying the tickets. That's
No,
fucked up.
no,
They
no.
done gave y'all
And
so
tickets
much
are
bullshit.
moving.
Tickets. And they got-
SOBs hit us
That's
today and they're like,
fucked up,
tickets are
man.
moving. We just want to sell it out because like the biggest thing for us is not just to show up. We want to sell this place out, and like for us,
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Y'all not buying tickets. That's fucked
Well,
up.
it's the
especially
game.
because you guys are such big supporters of so many people.
Right.
You want people to return that.
But that's the
I
other
get
thing.
it.
Like, so we have
That's me
a
too.
huge industry fan base, and industry people don't buy tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Very good
so-
point. So exactly.
That's
so
fucked up, man.
So
Sad,
you got
but
so
true.
basically. You know you're gonna have all the industry people, but they're still gonna expect to just get in.
Yeah. Sure.
So you're counting right
Here's the
now
good
on the
side,
tickets
though.
being sold to actual regular people.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
Right.
good side, and you can tell SOBs to fuck off. Those industry people buy liquor.
yeah.
They don't have those credit
Unless
cards
we're
at
bringing
the
those
bar.
bottles of Bel Air Rosé. Shout out to the boss, Ricky Rosé. Out
Yes.
That- You need to cut for that. But here's the thing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before you go, here's the thing. I gotta bring Laura Styles in.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's Jeff? Which one's Eric?
Don't do this.
Jeff.
It's rude.
I'm
You've been
Eric.
to our apartment.
That's Jeff. Curly hair, glasses.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Jeff
Cool.
Glasses.
Wait, so Jeff?
Jeff
Eric.
Glasses.
Eric Jeff. Wait, say it
Close.
again.
Jeff Glasses.
Jeff Glasses.
Pusha and no malice. Gotcha. Yeah.
I've
Glasses.
heard the girls in Laura Styles, you can testify or whatever to this, talk about girls throwing the vagina at you.
They throw it
Glasses
at me.
man.
Yes. Glasses man.
Glasses, man.
It's a good nickname. It's a clever nickname.
Talk to me about the vagine that you've conquered, because I've heard girls in my presence, the black women, the white women,
Yeah.
Yes.
even the white dude. Rosenberg's talked about how hot you are. The guy
I mean,
with the glasses.
there's been
That's
chatter.
not confirmed. That is not a fact.
Well, you definitely said he's attractive, and you
I said-
said
I
that
said-
guy
I- no,
could-
I said- I
know
told you-
girls that want to fuck him.
Now you're just being weird radio Ebro liar. I told you one story years ago about when we were on the subway, the three of us, and some woman blatantly came and hit on Jeff, and he was just sort of like oblivious to it. And I was like, "That shit." You were there too. We were sitting outside.
Yeah.
And some woman
You've
just
never
blatantly
told
came
me
up.
that girls want to have sex with him.
That story. No. All my wife's like, "Oh God, if you could just bring Jeff
I
over
never
here."
brought your
I wanna
wife
fuck-
into this. I didn't bring your wife into this.
Well, no, I haven't said that. I told you the story that I just told.
Now you're being weird radio, man. I never brought your wife.
Well,
Yo.
maybe you're getting everything confused because I've definitely talked about. Girls here have said
Yes.
that they have a crush or like.
And usually Rosenberg's a part of the girl conversation.
See,
so
I
it's
know
an
that's
honest
where I
mistake.
So
knew you
maybe
were
it's
going.
all getting a little blurry, but whatever.
Is there a question?
I know.
Yes, the question is,
Jeff, talk about your
Do
Michael
I
Che
have
moments.
I had sex?
what vagina
Are
are
you
you,
a
knocking
virgin?
down on?
Am I a virgin? No.
No, are you dating or handling any of the celebrity
No, not
vagine
celebrity. No,
that's-
no.
Questions that will be
No.
answered on Thursday night at SOBs on stage.
Is that really true? Because that would be really great if you did that on stage.
Eric, can you open up his DMs and just read them?
Actually, we share DMs because we only have that one account.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
but on Snapchat we have different ones. So
Yeah,
I've gotten ones where like people send me like ski masks and guns in mine. So
Oh,
And
yeah.
I get more risque stuff. So yeah.
Is that
So you
true?
get tits
Yeah.
and boobs.
yeah.
So what do you get chicks hitting you in the on the Snapchat DM?
I do.
What are they? What kind
There
of
was
stuff
one
do they
girl
do?
from Jersey who said what? Like she wanted to take you out to dinner.
No,
and-
she wanted to make me dinner.
Oh, make you dinner.
No, but I've gotten, actual
Like a booty clap?
I haven't gotten a booty clap. If you want to send a booty clap, please go to ItsTheReal on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I will happily open it.
Oh, now real quick though, but the do you get taken aback or thrown off a little bit when girls sort of approach you in that way, like oh hey, because
Yes. Have you seen me in a mirror? I mean, you haven't seen me in a mirror, but have you seen me? Have you seen this face? Yeah. No, I'm always surprised.
but yeah, because when I just remember that one occasion where it happened. And she was a cute chick who was like blatantly kind of like, so, blah, blah. And me and Eric were kind of standing there staring at each other.
I have no recollection of this.
It happened outside SOBs, the
Honestly-
place you're going to sell it on Thursday.
Honestly, I think we're just flattered that like any girls think that we're like anything special based off of the content that we put out. We got into this very selfishly to make ourselves laugh and then maybe make a few other people laugh. That it's even gotten to this point that we're working on Pepsi commercials or shows on TV or putting out, records or doing whatever or showing up here, and that people like mess with us, I think is extremely
Well, I think
flattering.
people like fun. People like to be around funny people, and people like good people. And I think that's why you get vagine thrown in your face
And
in DMs.
I'll tell you the people who don't like you. The Breakfast Club video comments. Holy shit, Ebro. You think we're just like...
Wait, what happened?
You had time.
I was actually on a flight. I literally had nothing to do.
Oh, okay.
And I was in my car service. I was going to ESPN, and they recommended on YouTube It's the Real on the Breakfast Club.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because Clear Channel pays for all the recommendations. So I went, let me click this and watch because honestly, I just want to see that.
It's iHeart.
iHeart, sorry, I get changed. So I clicked to watch my friend's interview. So I watched it, and I went, let me see what this crowd thought about this interview.
Oh my God.
And yeah, it reminded me of
the savages that comment on
savages
our
that
videos?
we see on the internet. It lets you know that the kind of people who comment on the internet are really bright.
By the way,
okay, so it went really, really poorly at first. Like, it was like
in terms of
300
comments.
Yeah, 300 dislikes like off the bat, just like because of the
That's
screenshot.
like one of our videos.
But then we have conquered it. We are now up 300.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
feeling very good about our standing over there.
By the way, I would like to say we do have a podcast called The Waste of Time with It's the Real, and all three of you guys have been on there, and all of those episodes have been so highly rated and highly reviewed, and people really love your guys' stories. And I think that you guys should all come back on the podcast because it went so well the first time.
It is a great podcast.
Well, I kind
enjoy
of
it.
felt robbed because you guys were supposed to cook for me.
Oh my God.
Well,
Yeah, it didn't work.
Things happen. We haven't cooked for any of you, I don't think.
No.
No, not even.
I got cooked when I was up there.
Yeah.
I walked in
We
to
were
do
like,
the podcast.
yo,
and they were
Ebro,
like,
why don't you like Ray Shremmerd? Why don't you like Lil Yachty?
No, not even that. I was more concerned with the fact that there was like a video set up, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a part of their first like video version.
What
Right.
happened?
Nope.
No.
Didn't set
make
up for like the next
Ebro
guy
was
coming in.
Ebro was the week before we started it.
By the
I
way,
was like the last like audio only.
even more than that, the interview ran so long that we just had like natural daylight coming in from the window, and it got really dark in there. It just,
Wow, you guys went deep.
I was just having fun.
It was great.
And how do people find that? They go on iTunes.
Go on iTunes, go on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/waste of time. Go to iTunes, search for a waste of time with It's the Real.
Yes. And we would like to mention, by the way, that not only are we doing this concert on Thursday, February 23rd, it's called Your Girls Tour at SOBs, and we're going to sell it out, but we have an actual album coming out, and we're going to be making announcements about that very soon. It's called Teddy Bear Fresh. It's all original records, all new stuff, and music videos on the way. You may have seen Dave Matthews Bands, which we, did a promo run for, which you guys all were a part of.
Yes.
And
we
then,
gave you payola.
Yes.
It wasn't real payola.
No.
I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, you wouldn't even take the joke.
Nope.
I did it. I said I won't do it at the radio station, not even as a joke.
He was outside. He tried to give it to me in front of the radio station.
You're
I was
like-
like, absolutely not.
But you put me on your Snapchat, which is all I needed.
I needed evidence that you were trying to pay me off, and I wasn't for it.
And then the next single up is called
Waco, because everything is so lit.
I like that. And it's perfect. It's perfect to call it Waco because these days the Draco is the talk.
That's right.
Gun talk, Waco talk, fire talk. It's all
So
lit.
Waco, we're going. There's David Koresh rhymes.
David Koresh, yeah. All, Nikes and matching, jumpsuits. And
I did. You have to be from a particular niche background to appreciate Dave Matthews Bands.
Counting White Faces, we got Dave Matthews Bands.
Yeah, but it went deeper than that. If you actually know Dave Matthews music, Bands Will Make Her Dance,
Dancing Nancy's,
I
yep.
mean, this is really.
We have Tripping Billy's references in there.
It's
sure.
really deep Dave
I'm lost.
Matthews references.
I didn't get it.
Me neither. I was like, I'm
You're already
lost.
I got
What?
the title, but then
Yes.
after the title, I was lost.
You're completely
Hate
gone.
it.
Well, that song and many others this Thursday,
Yeah.
SOBs.
Yes.
And Waste of Time, which is a great podcast.
Thank you very much.
And send tits and ass claps to glasses.
It's the real
It's the Real.
on Snapchat.
Wait,
Wow.
it's the real?
It's the real. It's the real was taken. So fuck It's the Real on Snapchat.
It's the real.
Yes.
Wait, by the way, like,
It's
do you guys have what are your Snapchat things? Did anyone take yours?
Mine.
Yeah.
I'm Laura Styles 01.
Yeah, right.
Fuck
Bummer.
Laura Styles on
Who
Snapchat.
is that?
Yeah.
I don't
Do you
know.
do you follow them to like see what
No.
they're up to and who this
Why,
real
why
person
does
is?
what does yours do? Have
It's
you
the
looked?
real?
I don't know, but the person who had It's the Real on Instagram before us was an Asian bodybuilder who had only uploaded two Instagrams,
pictures,
and
yeah.
so we
You
took
got
it
it?
over. Yeah, we got it back.
Yeah.
They let you get it.
Yeah.
Because they
Ah.
weren't using it. They were
Right.
squatting
Correct.
on it.
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura Styles on Tumblr was a
Squatting
little
on it.
Filipino girl who just had pictures of cupcakes.
Who are you, Laura
I
Styles?
don't
Like-
know.
I know. No, mine's the regular Rosenberg Radio. I got mine on Snapchat. I think.
Yeah. And I'm an old man, Ebro. And nobody ever wants to be me.
Nobody wants.
No, believe me, nobody wants to be you.
Nobody wants to be
All
me.
right, it's the real Thursday. We'll see you at SOBs.
Yeah.
I look
Give
forward
it
to
up
it.
for them. It's
Yeah.